New Red Dead Redemption 2 mods overhaul its police system and its Euphoria physics. So I came across this article and I thought it was pretty cool, especially for any Red Dead Redemption 2 players out there that play on PC. So it just gives some detail into the mods that they had created here. One of them, they don't really have any examples that they can show like through video or anything like that per se. It's one of those things that they just kind of have to, you just kind of have to play the game and then you can kind of experience it yourself. Another one they do give examples of, and from the examples that they saw, some of the stuff in it, personally, I did like. There are some stuff not so much. So I'll get a little bit into detail after that we go ahead and watch the video after we're going over this article, so we can go ahead and get into this. So go ahead and get started. So last month, two interesting mods for Red Dead Redemption 2 surfaced online, and since they passed under the radar, I've decided to share them with you today. So let's see what's in store for you. So the first mod attempts to overhaul the game's police and guard response system. As its creators noted, the mod focused on stealth and evidence-based responses. Llama Police Overhaul brings a lot of improvements and tweaks, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. For instance, it allows you to rob trains anonymously. Also, during known wanted levels, cops will give bounties or kill unwanted cops only once they or a witness see the body. You can find all the tweaks and changes for this mod in its Nexus mod page, from where you can also download it. So if you want a stealthier experience in Red Dead Redemption 2, you now have it. So that was the first one that I was kind of talking about, where it just, you kind of have to experience it yourself just playing, and then, you know, if you do kill someone or something like that, or you do kill a police officer, it is going to be one of those things they aren't going to be able to actually put a bounty on you until they see the body. So that's mainly something, you know, they could probably show that in video, but for the most part, it's only if you're going to be playing. So this is the second part that I kind of want to get a little bit more into. So the second mod brings you some cool Max Payne 3 inspired shots and burning reactions. The shot reactions are written from scratch and shouldn't really break the immersion of Red Dead Redemption 2. Do know that this mod is not compatible with the other Euphoria mods we've shared, so no, you can't use this with the DRO, so the Dramatic Ragdoll Overhaul mod. And for anyone that doesn't know, if you do want to see an example of that, there's a lot of like shorts that you can look up. If you just go onto like YouTube and then you look up Red Dead Redemption 2 shorts, there'll be a lot of them where you will see like certain ways that characters will fall when it's just from the base game. And then there are other ones that you can see the ragdoll overhaul that it shows there that was just mentioned, where they do kind of, they flop around when a character does get shot in the head or something like that, or they'll react a little bit funny. So it does, you know, it does kind of, there are times where it looks better than the original game, but there are other times where it does make it look a little bit goofy. So that's on that, and then we'll go ahead and go over some of the examples that they gave here for us. So let's take a look here. There's those ones right there. Then we'll see here. You have some other ones where he's shooting one of the characters over here.
Come on now, please.
So the way that he's like grabbing himself right there, and then the way that the other guys fought, like the way he fell, it does, for anyone that doesn't know, it does give it more of a realistic look. I prefer actually the way that it looks here, with the way that they're getting hit with bullets, or like for example right there with arrows, because it, for me, I feel like that looks a little bit more realistic. Because with the other mod, it'll look kind of similar to that, but it will just kind of have a little bit more of like a, like I mentioned before, like a cartoonish look. And so it is one of those things, like the way that they have it look, you know, where it is like where they're grabbing themselves and they are like kind of standing a little bit more still. I think that looks better personally, on a personal note. So, and then the other thing I kind of wanted to go over is an example they'll give right here, which will be the fire. So that was one of the other changes that they made, was the way that the fire reacts to people. And I don't know, personally, that this is probably the portion that I had mentioned before that I kind of don't necessarily like. I think it looks kind of very similar to the base game, but even in the base game, I feel like the fire moves a little bit slower, so it kind of builds up more towards them. Like as far as like just starting off where it's like really small on a piece of their body, and then it starts to slowly, gradually grow and grow, and then eventually it consumes them. And I don't know, the way it looks on here, it looks like it just kind of consumes them almost right away. And I'm not really a big fan of that compared to how it actually looks in the base game. Just because I would, you know what I mean, I would like to mess with the fire a lot when I would play Red Dead Redemption 2. So seeing an example like that, the way it looks, I'm like, I don't know, I'm not really the biggest fan of that. But the ragdoll, like not the well, not the ragdoll, but just the way the body kind of responds to getting shot and everything like that before dying, I do like that a lot better with this new mod that they did add to it. So I think that's pretty cool. Is there any PC players out there that play Red Dead Redemption 2 and have any of the mods? Because I mean, clearly you can see right here they have a whole bunch of mods that they were able to mention that people can play with. So it is one of those things. I don't, like I mentioned before, I don't have a PC, but if I did, I definitely would be playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on it, because it is one of those things. I have seen the way that people are able to do changes on it, and then especially like update the graphics and everything like that, and it does make it look a lot more beautiful, and it does look like it's a lot more of a fun experience to have. So I think that's pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, what your guys' thoughts are on all this. If you can like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you've been watching this long, I really appreciate it greatly, truly, from the bottom of my heart. You guys have no idea. And yeah, until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.